Hello everybody and welcome back to the Learn Dota 2 League, Season 17, Week 1. Today, we're looking at Ogre Magi because this was the earliest spot in the replay that it was loading in. Last time, the Hollywood lineup just way the hell out drafted the end of pool lineup and just steamrolled them. And that was really just the long and short of it. Let's see what happens this time. This time, Hollywood's about to teach another 12-year-old boy how to play Disruptor. It's the Disruptor Wars.
Yeah, well, you cannot pick Disruptor against Hollywood. That's disrespectful.
Once again, in the pool, looking at the Majwani heroes, I think there is some
Yeah,
rhyme to that reasoning. You know, he
I
has
don't
a
know how
small
you don't ban
pool,
it.
so you get rid of it.
I don't know how you don't ban the Knicks, though, right?
Yeah.
And you know, they banned the Hollywood Rubik. That's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
I think I would have. I think I would have switched to that.
Hollywood has been playing Rubik quite a bit, practicing it in their house and stuff. You must feel really good about that one.
There you go. Hollywood
And you heard
mostly
the voice
banning out
line.
the same stuff. Yes. Hollywood mostly banning out the same stuff this time. Again, looking a lot at some of the flavor of the month type heroes right now. Arc Warden to Baden, two of the highest win rate heroes in the entire game. Ban out Lone Druid and you have a nice trifecta.
I don't know. I think I give any player in LD2 or Gordon. But I'm fine with the
I think Ray
Viper and
Bebe won on
Evan.
it in finals back in season 13.
Yeah, against who's what I'm saying.
That was the team of Giraffe, Otto von Bismarck, Big Boy LaCroix.
All right, you don't need to say more. That's your reason right there.
Trying to think of who their support line is. Apologies if you were on that particular team support line. I think Nuobs was one of them.
Oh, wait, I was on
Nuobs and Bananigans. That's it. Nuobs and Bananigans. Slardar coming up here. They're picking Majwani early, which is just a good idea in general. Putting him on Slardar, which is just a good hero right now. Fairly simple in execution. So, I mean, this is also the hero he had his most disastrous performance of all time on, so I'm a little worried for the guy. Oh yeah, the first time we ever saw Majwani in LD2L, he laned with Hollywood, and he went, like, the two of them went collectively, like, 1-35 over that series. It was awful.
Jesus. And at that point, you're surprised they didn't leave or anything?
They won the season!
Yes, but I'm saying after that game.
Yeah, I'm surprised he came back for week 2. Vengeful Spirit coming up next. In the pool, keeping it fairly simple. The support line in both games, you gotta notice. Both of these is like, I guess perhaps shades of his traditional pause 5 player here. You're not gonna have any big brain plays with an Ogre Magi precisely, but you're never gonna have a terrible Ogre Magi game. Like, the worst Ogre Magi in the game in the world right now is like a 4 out of 10. The best is like a 6 out of 10, mind you, but the worst is like a 4 out of 10.
I like the Venge pick.
Yeah, and the Venge is just a hero we're seeing a lot in LD2L for a lot of obvious reasons. Just easy stun, the swap is very good. The Primal Beast on not a 12-year-old boy, yeah. The Primal Beast on #1 Frank Stan. Once
Only real
again.
ones call him chest.
Who?
10 seconds remaining.
Only real ones.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, Primal Beast running it back. On one hand, the Primal Beast did not exactly have a 5-star performance in the last game. On the other hand, some of the play in lane was some of the only real highlights of this team in the last round.
Yeah, out of laning stage, he was really high net worth. So I'm not surprised they don't pick a hero. They pick a hero. What I am surprised about is that no one picks DP, which is a hero I think is giga meta and it's really a good hero.
So far in nearly every game, and I think 2 exceptions so far this week, DP has been first pick.
Yeah. Pretty strong
Also,
hand.
I'm pretty sure DP has won maybe one of those games, but hey, always first pick. It's kind of like Lena a couple of seasons ago, where Lena was the first pick every game, and Lena also lost every game.
Not me.
Warlock coming up here. Now, Warlock, there's a Giga Meta guy. Feels like Warlock is getting very slept on in this particular patch in general. Not like
Yeah,
people,
fucking
10
dumb.
seconds
not
remaining.
like people aren't picking him. He is like one of the highest win rate supports, and he is somebody we've seen quite a bit of in LD2L. But like, you know, they in your game, Danny, this week they didn't ban him in the G2, and that was just crazy to me. If a Witch Doctor had a similar performance that Max did on the Warlock in G1, you know they're banning the Witch Doctor round 2.
Yeah.
But Warlock
Yeah,
got through
he,
again.
No respect for my supports.
No
Feels
respect for
weird, man.
Max. Still got that Tupac logo.
Radiant team
Max.
Ass.
Imba Spirit.
Alright, so their name's Mac and Cheese, but why is their picture like of dog? Like on their
Yeah, because
banner?
their name was gonna be like the Hot Dogs or something, and they switched to that at the last second. Because I think probably because everyone was giving Hollywood crap because it was a really terrible name.
Hot
5
dogs?
seconds
Yeah, it
remaining.
was bad. Anyway, Ember Spirit's up here next.
It's a carp special, right?
It is a carp special. I don't know if I like it much in this game, but it is a carp special. I feel like it's hard
I mean, I think you go Ember Mage Slayer and
There
it's
you
good
go.
every game.
Radiant team ban.
I feel like if Ember Mage Slayer was good every game, the hero would not have like a 45% win rate right now.
Oh, speak of the devil.
And there you go. There's the Death Prophet. I feel like running Ember Spirit. I don't care how much mage you're slaying. I feel like running Ember Spirit into what was already 3 easy stuns, but now you have 3 easy stuns and a silence, is pretty rough.
5 seconds
I feel like this is the kind of patch where if you're caught on Ember Spirit, you're really feeling the pain. If he was awesome, maybe, but he ain't awesome right now. This Ember pick
But
could definitely
you know who's
backfire.
awesome? Carp's
Who's
awesome.
there?
And
There we
that's all
go.
that matters.
Who?
Carp.
Who?
Carp.
Never heard of him. Is he any good?
Lord Carp. Nah, he's an Uber that
Yeah, that's true.
made Benedict leave.
Yeah, he made Baladac leave the league. He made, let me think.
Dire team ban.
Not a 12-year-old boy doesn't sign up.
Yeah, that's true. He made Copless stop queuing with the British forever.
Good.
You know,
Populous should move to America. Become one of us.
Copless plays on one team with Warcarp, and then he's immediately laying in with US Danny. Like, what do you think happened there?
5 seconds.
And by
It's
immediately, I
natural
mean 2
progression.
seasons later, but you know how it goes.
What do they need on the Radiant? They need a
Dire
carry.
team ban.
Yeah, they need
So
pause
those
ones
are
on both
that-
teams.
So
More
those
than likely.
the dire, yeah.
You know,
I'm surprised they
unfortunately,
don't ban the Matt TK. It's pretty good, right?
almost just like every pause one is gone. It's really not much of a pool left in general, but indeed, yeah, the CK has gotten through. CK is another hero that's not great right now, but Matt's had success on CK when he's not been great.
10 seconds remaining.
I do
I like CK
feel
against
like
Death Prophet.
Seconds remaining.
CK against Death Prophet is good. I do feel like you are perhaps overcommitting to just like straight pure 1v1 at that point, though.
Radiant team.
Like, I feel like when you have a Warlock on your team, and the only guy who's taking advantage of that so far is the guy who looks like he's going to have the worst game in this entire lobby. Like, I think you'd really like to have some kind of, you know, somebody who's going to be a very quick, at least Mjolnir builder. If not just some kind of AoE damage
10
at least.
seconds remaining.
They're saying Lena.
Yeah, it could be Lena.
5 seconds remaining.
Could do Medusa. This doesn't look like a too bad Medusa game, and they haven't really countered it out at all. I mean, they can pick it here. Like, you know, Warlock does a Fatal Bonds, you throw a snake at the Fatal Bond, you do 10 million damage. It's pretty simple stuff.
Who would I pick here? Let me see. I see this draft. I would pick.
Dire team
I would pick Shadow Fiend.
Shadowfiend? Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
That's somebody who's gonna go well with the Fatal Bonds, courtesy of his ult. You got somebody who's gonna be able to, as aforementioned, build up kind of a quick kit. I do feel like Weaver and the Primal Beast as a combination kind of hurt him a little. I feel like Primal Beast can just kind of hold you, and then Weaver kills you in that time. But
I wouldn't not pick Weaver into Slaughter though. Seems a little
I don't
rough.
feel like it's that bad. I don't feel like the invisibility part of Shikuchi is the most important part of it in practice most times. It's mostly about the
It's
speed
cap.
and the nuke. The invis is just a
I
nice
mean, you
bonus.
also play into Disruptor, which I
Yeah,
think is rough as well.
the Disruptor can be kind of rough. It's not the worst looking Weaver game overall, though. No, Matt's
Another
gonna teach.
Slark?
Matt's gonna teach them how to play Slark.
Wow. Disrespect.
Do I like the Slark in this game? Maybe.
I don't.
I don't know.
But Mac can make anything work.
I feel like this is just this is one of these classic LD2L scenarios where I really just don't like either of these comps, to be honest with you. It's hard to
think
say
I
who's
like
gonna win.
The comp better in Radiant, but I like the players better on Dire.
There you go. Well, I think I would generally say I favor the Radiant comp, but not by much. I feel like yeah, I think I just stand by that. Very interesting. I don't know. You got to be thinking of something to pick Slark and a Primal Beast, right? Like, that seems so bad to me. Slark and a Primal. They've got Bats they can throw into it with the Death Prophet. They've got Wave of Terror with the Vengeful Spirit. Weaver can Sakuchi, can throw bugs at it. And if you
You
get
can do that.
get Weaver, he's just not gonna care. But the Primal Beast, the Slark and the Primal Beast, I don't know. I don't feel like I like that at all. We may be slightly US standard deprived as we watch the intros. It happens
Oh, you're back.
sometimes. Oh, there we go. Just as predicted. Yeah. Like everything else, you know, Slark's kind of like mediocre at best against, but like I am not a fan of him into Primal Beast. I feel like that's not a good lane. I feel like it's just not a good game. Like, yeah, I know he's tanky. You can hit him through stacks a lot and all that. I get that. But like the same goes for Centaur Warrunner, and 10-1 I've seen that backfire more than actually succeed. Same goes for Pit Lord, and 10-1 I've seen that backfire more than it succeed. Like, this guy just hits W, and he can position around you very awkwardly, make it very hard for you to escape. Can pick you up and stomp you on the head when he gets level 6. I mean, Slark to Primal, I don't know. I don't like it much. Oh, Carp denied that ward. Balancing all things. Carp denied that ward, and it was such a great deny that it actually made the chart. So now he has one deny at negative 25 seconds into the game. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said, but I agree.
Oh, what I said was, I had a feeling that might have happened. So I tabbed out and looked at Discord, which usually fixes it. Carp got a deny on that ward, and it was so good that it actually counted on the chart. So at negative, like, 28 seconds, Carp had one deny already.
Holy, this guy's good.
Three runes
No wonder
going
he
out.
went for 200 or something, right?
Yeah. 3 runes going out to the Dire here, to the mac and cheese lineup. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I like the lanes much for either of these guys. I feel like Weaver's gonna be hard pressed to kill anybody with a Warlock behind him, and Slardar can bring the pain to him once the levels go on. It's gonna stabilize eventually, but not in like lane phase time. And then on the other hand, this is just bad. This is a really bad matchup, and the easy stun plus armor break does not help that fact. Like this sucks.
He's diving tower for whatever reason.
Yeah, the tower dive was maybe not good. And the follow-up tower dive on the part of a Sculpture 3 was not any better.
Yeah, what's up
They just
with
got
you?
very eager there. They really thought they were going to get the first blood.
Get him! Get him!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. At least the Sculpture pays it back with a nice,
salve.
with a nice salve on the Primal Beast here. You haven't been on a team with this guy, have you? I'm trying to think.
With Tony? No.
Yeah, didn't think so. Cause he used his
I was
secret
at,
his secret name. That made me start thinking.
No, we just. That's what he told us to call him in in-houses.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there was a day where Pohohoro was in the League Cat. It was like
Who?
not in the League Cat, was actually made a draft thing, and her comment on his Sculpture 3 was, "I don't know how you pronounce this guy's name," and I told him, "Hey, you should go in League Cat and tell everybody how you pronounce your name," and he does, and he's like, "Oh, it's pronounced Tony. It's not that hard."
How do you pronounce your name?
Good question. Obviously, everybody knows how to pronounce your name, us, Danny.
Nice try.
I heard that little bit of pain. I heard that zest for life disappear from your voice. You can't hide that from me.
Oh, the Battle of the Lotus.
Warlock
Holy.
wins.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So far, lane phase has mostly been boring. Every lane just kind of stalemating. The only
Dark on top of the charts, though. It's pretty good for Matt. Wow, nice.
I feel like the unfortunate thing is that the first blood on the Death Prophet, I think, kind of
was
tilted a
on
lot of the
the-
advantage.
It was on
Over
the bench.
Yeah, that's what
First
I meant
blood.
on the Venge. I hate this skin, by the way. This is such a DP skin. Anyway, first blood on the Vengeful Spirit kind of tilted a lot of the momentum away from them. You know, Godlike Matt is
Yeah.
sitting there nearly.
But to be
okay,
fair, he got baited by Chest.
true. By Chest?
Yeah.
Who's Chest?
Number one Frankenstein.
Who's number
Only
one
real
Frank
ones
Stan?
call him, Chest.
I only know Jill.
Anyway, I blame him because he dove tower and they baited the Avenge a little bit.
I don't think number one Frank Stan likes being called him
Oh,
these
I
days.
didn't know.
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
I only know the mess chest.
Man, this is a hard lane phase to say anything interesting about. Everyone's just playing this as safe as can be. Hey, tell
little
everybody a
boring,
funny anecdote.
No,
Tell everybody a joke.
no, you do it. Tell them
Okay.
about,
So these two guys walk into a
the-
bar, and now the bar is in like an old New York skyscraper, right? It's on the third floor. It's got this big, like huge panel window on the back side of it, facing away. Now, the two guys are drinking, and they're looking at the window, and the first guy says to the second guy, "You know, there's a crazy updraft off the side of this building, right?
Dire's top tower
You can
is under
actually
attack.
just jump off, and you'll actually float all the way down. It's the nicest feeling in the world. Got like Matt dead, full wand. All the
Wow, he
glimpse
actually died.
saved! Oh no, Hollywood! What goes around turns around. Anyway, okay.
Hollywood is an actual agent? Confirm?
First
The heck's
exo
this?
coming out. This is 10 seconds ago. First exo coming out here.
Oh, no, 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 Carp. What is he doing?
He's walking around the tower in a circle and dying.
Dire's middle tower is
Anyway,
Oh, wait. Did he miss kill?
structures are
Is that what
fortified.
happened?
even a
Oh, he did,
master
right?
falters, maybe.
I
So,
mean, unless he doesn't take ult on Ember Heard? Might be meta, new meta, I don't know.
yeah, new meta, there we go.
Maybe you go at him and ask him.
Dire's
So,
middle tower is under
the two
attack.
guys are in that bar. Look at the window. You have the big updraft.
Wait
The
a
second
minute.
guy.
Stark dying again?
No, he's fine. So the second guy says, you know, oh, that's a big load. Ain't no way that's true. The first guy says, I'll show you. Goes all the way up the staircase, and to his word, just a couple of minutes later, the first guy just gently floats down in front of the in front of that big window. Looks like he's floating right on air. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, this is just question mark gameplay. Just in the pool, not watching
What
his
do you
resources.
mean? MJ's owning.
Yeah. In the pool, not watching his resources there, I don't think. Anyway, so,
You can't watch your resources when you're watching what MJ's doing. You have to
True.
be careful about that. That's a small soup.
yeah, that is. I'm not really sure what that's about. It does do most of Vogre's health pool, but it's not gonna to knock him out. Hollywood has shown up here with no mana. Okay.
It's fine.
Anyway,
Oh!
it's very
Chest.
fine. I'm very glad. Okay, never mind. Slark had full wand again. Primal Beast has to be going nuts because of that, but anyway. So to the guy's word, he's just sitting there floating right in front of the window, like he's basking on nothing, like he's just basking on air. Few minutes later.
Basking.
A few minutes later, the first guy comes back in with a smug look on his face, right? Got that "I told you so" expression, and tells the second guy, you know, don't blame me for being skeptical, but you should definitely try it yourself, right? It's gonna be awesome. The second guy says, you know what? Sounds pretty cool, and he leaves the room. And just a couple of minutes after the guy leaves the room, the bartender turns to the first guy and says, you know, Superman, you're a mean drunk.
Yeah, I get it.
Guy like Matt getting just run
Wow.
over once again. Like I
Just
said,
God.
Middle tower is under attack.
it's just a very, very bad lame matchup for Slark, and it's kind of just coming out as predicted. It is unfortunate to say this, but it's like, if this first blood doesn't happen, that doesn't start happening at like 4 minutes, it starts happening at like 2. Just very, very hostile situation. So far, the Radiant with just a linear lasted advantage.
Dire's
It's
top
getting
tower
very dangerously close to the lowest CS on Radiant being 10 higher than the lowest CS on Dire. Maintaining about a 9 last hit lead on the Slark. The Slardar and the Ember Spirit are not even home. That one casual death Ember Spirit suffered because he misclicked a non-ult skill.
top tower
Or maybe deliberately decided to not skill ult and then
DP's
change his
here.
mind. Oh no. That was a great juke there with the Fire Remnant. Jumped right past the Primal Beast during the Q. Would have absolutely 100% died otherwise. Unfortunately, it was Warcarp, so it was probably a misclip. Or misclick, rather. Just like
Yeah,
that was a
misclicks
misspeak.
happen here and there.
Yeah, it's true. You can't blame him too much for that kind of misclick action, you know.
Room's bottom. Who's gonna get it? They're racing for it.
Yeah.
They both
It's a
want it.
regen rune too. And the answer
Wow,
is the Ember
Warp
Spirit.
God. He's dead for it though.
This is
Was
gonna
it
be
worth it?
awkward. Uh-oh. And Hollywood just shows up just to protest the action of the room being taken. It's very awkward. I feel like here at 10 minutes, yeah. It's a pretty pronounced advantage on the Radiance. Weaver is doing, like, comparatively kind of bad, but even he is still doing better than anybody on the Dire is, and, just randomly got himself a kill a bot! Okay, that's just, from Luck God.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Where is Warlock during this?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Warlock's
what
not even
I'm
in this
wondering.
lane.
Oh no, I'm wondering where the hell the ogre is.
Ogre was right there behind him. Ogre did the 2x multicast, which is why Slardar died anyway. The real answer is Ogre is on the other team from Slardar. What I want to know is, where's the caveman? Second EXO of the game coming out here. I don't think it's going to be quite as impactful as the first EXO was, but that is a very high bar in the current situation. There's T1 top going down.
Oh,
DP
fight going
TP
bottom.
and trying to use the second half of this EXO for this and
Definitely a dead
hard to
warlock.
argue with. Warlock definitely to die here. Team splitting up a little, trying to figure out exactly who they're going for next. Good swap by a Sculptor 3. Good
Nice.
glimpse as well.
Glimpse and all, yeah.
Okay, Ember Spirit. Man, no, he's got enough charges. He's fine. Slardar turns around to think about going in, decides not to.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ultimately,
attack.
only supports die. But for how good a go that was, comparatively, they can't feel too good. Primal Beast cries like a baby.
Same. Wow, nice chains.
Did I tell you the funny Primal Beast tech I found?
No.
You start charging up your Q, you hit W towards the end of it, and after you hit W, you Shadow Blade. And then when the charge lets go, you're trampling while invisible. It's not the most practical thing in the
Holy.
world, but it is funny. And you get the big fat silver edge damage off once the trample ends and you hit the next attack.
Dire's middle tower
Why
is
did
under
that imp
attack.
hate the tomato? What a random target for that thing to be going for. Oh, this could be bad. Orcarp's got that speedy rune of haste. Unfortunately, he was using it a little too well there. He hit the searing chains before he actually hit his W.
It happens to the best of us.
And meanwhile, in the top lane, the Slark just dies, just explodes into a pile of goo.
Sometimes you die.
Robey says avail Discord.
Wait, what? Oh, backpacks to use the Lotus.
Yep,
Amazing. Oh, Ember
just
dies.
like Kitty. Okay, how did this happen? I gotta know. Again, that's 100 to 0. Oh, just swapped and
Nice.
stunned under
Swap
tower
into
is the
tower,
answer.
stun. Giga dead.
Yep. He gets
MJ.
his remnant up, but
Doing a little pretending. Wow. What the?
Golem comes out. Weaver oversaved his ult, I
Oh,
think.
Hollywood God.
Weaver really should have just hit ult when he had the opportunity there, unfortunately for him. Not like he's gonna be that sad about it. I mean, DP's just... Oh, that's horrible. He didn't get the TP. I hate to see it. DP's just gonna kill a bunch of people and get this tower for free. I guess Turtles... No, sorry, Kickslide wants to be the exception to the rule here that every Death Prophet must flop. In week 1.
There's still time to flop.
That's true, yeah, they could always throw. Ogre randomly burns to death.
Was that a dieback?
On Ogre, no.
No, I mean
No,
a
dude.
buyback from a member? No, right?
No.
It's just fun.
Yeah, you just respawned. He just had remnants there.
Dire's bottom tower is
Like
under
spawned
attack.
remnants right as he died, so.
Relentless.
Weaver is relentless. There is one thing that kind of worries me about this game. I don't think this Weaver guy's very good right now. I don't think he's good
The
right now, and he's
hero or
not
the
good in this
player?
game. In the pool, I don't know. I'm not overtly familiar with in the pool outside just what his stats tell you, which is never the whole story. But
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
feel like the
attack.
hero's in a weak spot, and I feel like this is a bad Weaver game. I mean, we already saw what happens when Weaver's in the Disruptor ult. He dies. Unless he's swapped out, he dies. And I feel like this is one of these games where if Warcarp goes the tried and true, he's doing the thing you like. He goes a tried and true magic damage build. It's like I feel like he can just kind of squish Weaver before he does anything. All the chains got hell pairs. It's very sad.
Dire's bottom
So
tower
there
is under
are some worrying signs here. But I will say it does feel like Radiant are firmly in the driver's seat at the moment. This is getting pretty scary looking, but the Brown Beast is just too slow. He's not able to catch anybody at the moment. I was gonna walk into Majuani. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Goodbye, Slardar. By Disruptor.
Can you do a fish strat? No, right? There's only like 3.
Oh no, oh no. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about, but the upheaval's
The
too much. They just can't power through the upheaval. Well, this is an awkward time for an EXO. This is a super awkward time for an EXO.
Yes,
Oh
Lotus.
no.
Oh, there we go.
He has Lotus.
Yikes.
Unfortunately, it does not reflect Sleight of Fist.
I mean, he exoed and he's kind of stuck around.
He
Thanks for the
EXO'd with
EXO.
2 HP. I mean, I don't know what you do. You
Like,
just
I
don't
could-
do that.
I think you could make a case that he exoed to run away and have extra movement speed, but
He EXO'd to
You
run
kinda don't
away
do that.
would have made more sense against a team that did not have all the catch in the world. Like, and he did EXO and just run straight for this tower. It's just, Ember Spirit has this funny ability called Fire Remnant.
I feel like he's stuck around. Maybe I'm wrong. No
I don't
remember.
really feel like he did. I feel like he just hit EXO, realized he made a mistake,
Wow.
right-clicked the tower,
This is the
all or
best
silence.
I've ever seen one. Actually, he got glimpsed back to base. Hollywood God, a classic.
Radiant's bottom
uh-oh.
is under attack.
Time to buy Yule Scepter, I guess.
I thought that didn't work.
I used to, at least. I don't know if it still does.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That is a very strange interaction, I guess.
I
If
think
it
it
doesn't
pulls
work.
you out.
Does it pull you out? That's very sad. Time to buy the, Oh, he got Lotus already. Oh, you should have just got Lincoln's.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go Shivas. That's the build. I guess the Primal has
Because,
it?
yeah, Primal's building it.
I don't know. I don't think 2 Shivas is bad.
I think it's pretty rough.
No, you need the armor against this team. Against Slardar.
I feel like the armor from Shiva's is so inconsequential statistically compared to the other things you get from it. Like,
What?
if you want armor items,
It's the
get something
highest
else.
armor item.
On one hand, it's the highest armor item, but on the other hand, it's like, it's such a massive investment compared to the other armor items. If you want armor, get something else.
I feel like it's the same
'Cause, like-
amount, the same price, right?
You can get armor and also have some kind of impact on the game. Now, if you're building the first Shivas on your team, awesome. You get a load of armor, you get to have the massive magic damage thing, you get the nuke. All of that is great. But if you're getting the second Shivas, just get something else. Like, you're just gonna be, I mean, it's unfortunate you're DP, you're not exactly an AC buyer.
I think you could make the case for Yules.
Yeah, the Yule's, not an armor item precisely,
Is under attack.
but,
Dire's
I think you go
structures are
Yules and then go. I don't know. I would have gone Shivas. I don't care.
I don't know. I just don't think it's good after the rework.
I just no what?
Like-
It just synergizes with your ult. It synergizes with. what
No,
you wanna
I mean,
do.
it's good on Death Prophet if you don't have a second Shivas on your team. I don't think it's good to have a second Shivas on your team after the rework, is what I'm going for here. Like, ever. Just such a big input of items, and 75% of the upside is something I'll already get anyway. Just from the other guy having it. Unless the other guy is either not in a lot of fights or is dying early in fights, and pro tip, it's Beast, it's not happening. The big issue at this point for me is this Shivas isn't out yet. Went for the BKB first.
Expensive item.
I think maybe the better argument here, rather than second Shivas
You're
on Death
chasing
Prophet, is
like there's no tower there, and the Radiant is playing like there is no tower there.
DB's coming in. Garp very low, just has to immediately round. Still 4 here. Glump's going out here.
Oh,
Slark, oh my god, this is horrible.
wow.
Oh no, they can't get him.
Oh,
he
he
just
gets the whole tower.
the black hole W from Majwani stuns
Wow.
everybody. Disruptor ult
Thug
immediately
Lord
coming out.
God. Amazing from Thug.
Radiant just getting run over here.
What a and now the tables have turned.
Yeah, that was a huge, and that was just like I think that shows the organizational difference of these two teams. It's like
Radiant structures are fortified.
with these two teams at equal organizational levels, because, you know, it's not like this team suddenly became Commline experts on Radiant, or these guys degraded on the Dire. You still got that there. I think in equal comms, that fight for Dire never happens. Like, if this
What's up
team
with
is
that
communicating
spirit?
as well, I don't know. He's having a good time over here, don't worry about it.
Radiant's middle
Anyway, to
tower
put a
is
gap on it,
under
I think
Spooky.
I think what I would have done in hindsight, maybe, is just have the DP build the Shivas to begin with, have Primal Beast not go Shivas at all, and have Primal Beast go somewhere else. I think maybe that would be the best way to go about it, especially considering that DP had the opportunity to get the Shivas pretty early, was not by any regard shackled to the BKB at all, while Primal Beast was really not. So you pick up the Shivas on your Death Prophet, you don't pick up the Veil on the Primal Beast. I think you could just go the Auras this game and be okay with it. Just watch for what the Ember Spirit is doing, and like at this point,
I
you
would
could
have
just,
she was on both.
you could just go like you could go Crimson, you could go Heaven's Halberd if
Crimson?
you wanted to go for it. Yeah, don't forget Crimson Guard is still in the game. And it still makes Slark do no damage for like
Forgot?
half the time. Like right now, Slark is doing like 20 damage per auto attack every time he hits you if you have Crimson Guard up. Until he gets a million stacks, but you know, the idea is that you don't let him get a million stacks on you. Like, even Slardar is not really... Yeah, that's still, like, not really... Outside of when he gets Sebastian the debuff, which sadly does not interact, the other 3 auto attacks, so 75% of the time, he's really not doing terribly much to you under Crimson Guard. It's like, what, 30 damage every shot?
Radiant's middle
About?
tower is under attack. Has fallen to the Radiant.
Wow. They
You
took
got
the Roche.
strength bonus.
Radiant's
yeah.
middle tower has fallen.
They took the Roche, Radiant takes the T1 mid. They did have to pop Exo to get it done. DP going for the Bloodstone. Interesting, I don't know, I feel like this item's pretty dead after the removal of the mana. I mean, the spell steal is still certainly nice, but it feels like when it's such an expensive item. Again, it's like if the cost differential is not this bad, it's awesome. But because it is this bad, yeah, I don't know. Just get Dagon instead. It's funny. I don't know. I don't like it much. Primal Beast does not like the Satyr camp much. Fight starting here. Do not adjust your set. It's me tabbing out and looking at Discords to make sure Yostani is actually able to see this. This is a great disruptor ult. This sucks.
Wow.
Oh man.
Hollywood God.
The Weaver here. In a very rough spot. They do get the vision on him. But Carp gets very excited from how well this fight is going and just overextends pretty dramatically. This guy's good. So says number one Frank Stan. Ultra kill for the Weaver, who felt like he was just not having a game at all until he suddenly murdered everybody in that horrible looking fight. I think he just, I think a lot of that was, I think there was a little bit of excitement there. I think there, unfortunately, as good as the communication has been, I think there was a split on can we kill the Weaver, can we not, is this worth it, is it not? Carp said yes, we must squish the bug and died. And that was kind of the beginning of that going the wrong way. Very good opening of the fight. And I are still smarting as a result of it, but... Shiva's guard nearly done on the Primal Beast here. Poor Vengeful Spirit.
More like dead full spirit.
If only he had eggs. Carp tips a sculpture. Hollywood tips Carp. It's the circle of life.
Not a 12-year-old wardy.
Yep. I heard a bonk sound and I was like, oh no! She did not just do that. I really thought she denied the shield rune. That would have been really funny. And the pool still with Aegis here for another minute. Looking at T2 mid. Exo is available. They're choosing to hold it here, likely for the T3. Which is not an infeasible target by any means. Never mind, they're holding it for T2 top, I guess. Choosing to go up there instead. Got that Solar Crest.
Pretty powerful item.
Yep, everybody loves to see that Solar Crest right now. DP going for the Aghanim Scepter next. Wants to get the funny ghosts going on. It's going like a pause 3 Death Prophet build from like a year ago. It feels like with this DP build. I'm not sure if I'm exactly down with it. I don't feel like it has good chemistry with the game or with the team or anything. He was now officially out. Disruptor now officially dead. Golem now officially also out. The Disruptor ult comes out this time and achieves almost nothing. Catches only the DP who's already ulted. By the way, meanwhile, Weaver just killing everybody behind the lines here. So they're gonna take a casual dive. I don't know why they're looking at this T2 bot. Yeah, I agree with that blue line that just got drawn by #1 Frank Stan, frankly. Shiva's guard comes out on the Ember Spirit.
What a turn of events.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It really felt like there was I mean, the game's not over. In fact, they all just
course
came
not.
up
Anything can
awkwardly
happen.
at the same time on this push. Still early enough that the respawn timers are pretty short for all these guys, but
No Exo though, for how long?
just
40
a
seconds.
minute. Yeah, they're actually... Okay, in the pool is losing his mind over here. These guys are nuts. Well, Frank Stan is, yeah, completely dead. There's a good retreat outside of losing the primal base, but yeah, that's just very awkward.
What's the point of Bloodstone on the Death Prophet?
I know, that's what I was kind of wondering earlier. Like I said, going Bloodstone into an Ags, it's like I said, it's like a Pos 3 build from like a year ago. Just wants to be as tanky as possible through a load of spell lifesteal. And at this point, you have to ask yourself to a degree, okay, but to what end? She's counting on the Exo to be all the damage she needs, I guess, which, in fairness, so far hasn't been the worst assumption in the world. Has been more than enough to deal with these guys. Okay, Ogre Magi walks up to a lane and dies. And gets tipped. By former teammate and most toxic member of that team, actually.
Wow. Now we know who the problem was.
This is all true. The Ember Spirit got all of that. That's so sad. He got the whole camp. That's so sad. What a dick. Can we report this guy? That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Nope, he's just giga good.
Dire's bottom
He's
tower is under attack.
no. They seem to have assumed that missed. Oh no, they just don't have any dust. Okay, that's actually what's going on here. Seems like not the best situation. Weaver close to the Daedalus. Dire Cores are catching up to him and are past the rest of the Weaver lineup. But Beast going S&K next.
That's a classic primal item. Although I would like us to see a blink on him.
I wish Trident was still in the game. I feel like that would be like the ultimate primal based item. I mean, it was a
Is
jungle
not?
item, but
It'd be broken on Universal Heroes.
very true. Just simply prevent them from buying it. There you go. Banned on Universal. Oh no, Ogre. Oh, that's cringe, Ogre.
He's in the quadruple. Oh my! Oh no, there's two of them. Wow, it seems like they can't close out this game. They smoke.
Yeah, nobody's even close to here. Everybody on the Dire's just a bot. They're trying desperately to find anybody on the Dire right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They have no clue. Well, okay, I was about to say, Sculpture's about to figure it out. Not actually. Roche is going to be moving here in 1 minute. I think both sides are waiting for Roche to move. It's the Ember Spirit. That would certainly be one of those places where that blink you were talking about would have come in handy. And then #1 Frank Stan gets pinged by the Weaver. Primal had the blink. He could just blink on top of the Ember Spirit and turn him to pulp. Dire thinks they can do Roche before he shows up. Oh, this is gonna be really awkward. Oh no.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Oh no. Oh, that's so awkward. They were waiting for like 2 minutes for Roche to come up on Radiant over here. Like 2 minutes they were sitting at the around this area waiting for Roche to come up, and the Dire just killed him. That's so
Early
sad.
bird gets the worm.
And now they're gonna base race, I guess. Death Prophet going for Eternal Shroud next. Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, I don't know
attack.
about that Bloodstone. I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, I think Octarine.
Remember when Frankstain just TP'd in the middle of a world of hurt over here?
And he has no BKB.
Yeah, he does. He's using it right now, or okay, it just went off. Rather. Oh,
This
this is
might be a
awkward.
good fight. Yeah, just a Warlock kill.
Neither.
Oh, detection.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Because both the supports, that's not exactly how you want your fight with Aegis to go. It's not typically great to, Wait. What the hell? Who? How'd that happen? Wait a minute! Where does Aegis go?
Oh, he deleted it.
When did this happen?
He died there. Solo killed my god. That's
Oh my god!
oh my, the quadruple cast. And Mandadog.
That's pretty unfortunate, I must be honest. Oh dear. Unfortunately, invisibility, invincibility, so on. Okay, well that's definitely not how you want your Aegis fight to go. Wow, that is not good. I was thinking, this Roche is a great opportunity for Dire to change things, and that's how the Roche goes. Jesus.
You know what the Dire has going for them?
What do they have going for them?
The players.
True.
Dire's bottom
Oh, DP is
tower
doing
is
okay
under
now.
attack.
Hags?
Dire's
I don't agree with
Wait,
this. at
yeah,
all.
she's Danny, I said she was building it for like. I said she was building it when she first queued it, kept talking about it the entire time she was building it, and announced when she had it.
I'm not gonna lie.
You weren't listening? Did not read?
Did not read yet. Did not listen.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, I
talking
like
about,
that.
like, just DP pause 3 build from like a year ago. What got reflected there? Oh, it was Fatal Bonds, that's nice.
Wow, that's actually really nice.
Well, it would have been nicer if it hit more than, you know.
It'll go like almost over. But she's dying. She needs BKB.
Yeah. Could have died in mere moments there.
Don't BKB on these heroes. It's kind of sussy.
Flark in the background line here.
Start going on the supports. Pretty tanky supports. But he gets just whittled them
He
down.
gets deleted by Weaver.
Wow. Wow.
The only downside is that everybody on Dire has buyback.
That is a downside too. Yeah, tip coming up for Tony to the Snark and Jill to the Carp.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Balance in all things. Actually, the real downside is that that fight took so long for Radiant that 2 members of the Dire are going to come up for free with no buyback
Why are
here.
they scared of a Warlock?
Dire's structures are
Is there
fortified.
something I don't get?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ember Spirit coming back. And they're saying, okay, mission accomplished.
I could get behind that. Butterfly
Weaver?
Weaver. Hmm.
Weaver. Okay,
I don't know how I
good.
feel about
Weaver? Oh my god, dude, just get the hell out. Okay, good.
Dire's middle tower
Carp
is
still
under
has the
attack.
Roche banner.
Wait, does he has Mage Slayer on the? Oh yeah, he does. All right. Honestly, Mage Slayer on the Weaver wouldn't have been bad. I think it's a little late now.
Probably. You know, it always bothered me that the Falcon Blade, the Mage Slayer, which was originally, you know, the last item in the chain, and the Witch Blade all came out in the same update. I always thought Falcon Blade should have built into the other two items, but it doesn't. Like, it would have made sense if that's how it was set up. Like, you get the little baby early game blade, and it builds into the two wacky magic blades.
Hmm. I can get behind that. Like, Falcon Blade needs to build into something maybe.
Yeah, I get what they're going for. I get why Falcon Blade doesn't. The entire joke is it's supposed to be like you're sacrificing some of your long game for some of your short term. You're putting some net worth into an early game advantage, but they're very, very unsurprisingly so desperate to get rid of the Ember Spirit after the buyback here. The Primal Beast Ags debuts there to wipe Slardar out of this existence. Slark in the backlines here.
BKB ults.
Yeah, BKB ult. And Invis.
They can't see him. But he sees all of them.
Exo is out here, but it's almost... Oh, it's halfway done, but... Unfortunately for these guys, this wave is in a horrible position. So this EXO is not even going to be able to touch this tower. Oh wait, it's got no backdoor for no reason. Never mind, cancel that. Actually going to kill it under backdoor there. Yeah, wow.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Weaver pops BKB there at a slightly unfortunate time. Start our back up now. They can kill that Ember one more time, I think this is just it. 17k net worth advantage at this point for the Radiant. It doesn't feel like that. It does not feel like Radiant has a 17k net worth advantage by any stretch of the imagination at this point. They definitely feel like they're up, but it feels like this is like at most like a 5 to 8k type advantage. And maybe that's partly because Death Prophet's build is sadly a little suboptimal. Maybe it's just because Weaver's just not too good here. Okay, this is ham. Zero fear Weaver here. Ember Spirit playing very defensively for what I hope are obvious reasons. Turtles will be the sacrificial scapegoat here. As
Okay, you don't need Fatal Bond.
Yep. Alright, going back here one more time. Warlock's gonna be up before Exo is. Or Magi's an E-Blade. Primal Beast hits the funny scepter before anything actually happens. Going in on the DP here is a pretty good disruptor ult, but the BKB is hurting it quite a bit at this point. Slark is gonna get... Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, Slark is gonna get the DP here. Slark is not going to get the DP here. And DP is in fact going to get Exo and just walk to this mid instead of Rex.
They'll roll up. That's now or never, guys. Patience from Radiant. Or Dire. And Radiant.
Well, Primal Beast is walking all over the Warlock there. Man, that glimpse actually, which one he cannot be happy about how that glimpse turned out.
Nope. Number one, Frankenstein needs to get the hell out and get more help.
Number one, Frankenstein
wow,
is,
Matt's gone.
Yeah.
He dies. Oh no,
Nope.
Matt's alive. Wow, the turnaround. No one listened to me.
Wow, there goes Weaver's godlike. Okay. Well, that's 5 dead.
Wow, what a throw. And carp question marks?
Yep.
Holy.
And
This
now
guy's
we
this
speed the
guy's way
game
too
up
good.
while we farm. Oh no. Oh, I hate looking at how much more game there is left.
Oh
Oh
no, we do
god.
not.
Just what I needed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're very slowly farms in from the team wipe and the time since. They have bridged that net worth gap by about 5 grand. I think they peaked at about 17. I guess we can check. Oh no, that was over 20k at its peak there. Just over 21k, and that's down to 13 after that wipe and the time between. Hollywood is out of here. We were getting rather close to the eggs. Which one are you getting rather close to the death? Holy crap, and the pool just killed him in seconds. A +1 Geminate attack. Hollywood was just visiting Roche, I guess. Just decided to take a casual visitation and died. Weaver can now time-lapse an ally. Sadly for him, it no longer gets the bonus charges, though. He just comes out.
Fallen to the radiant.
Why is there just like a... Okay, Roshan solely, sadly, seeps on the ground. Everybody on this team has Ags, is that right? Only...
Radiant's bottom tower
Okay,
is
VS
under
doesn't have it,
attack.
and that's actually quite good. So presumably that's about to be stuck in our inventory. Or maybe it's going to go to Ogre for the Underflying Fire Blast, but it really should just go to the VS, honestly. Oh wait, no, she's almost done building one. Crap, I guess it has to go to the Ogre then.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That just is ratting up T2. Still got T2 mid there. Slardar is dead again. Good golem, but not quite enough here.
Dire's top
I
tower.
think US Danny may have fallen asleep.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Matt
we'll
is
take
back.
A little break.
Matt is like not actually able to do anything even with the BKB up.
It's
He's taking
okay.
so
They have
much
the Fatal
damage.
Bonds out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Mage Slayer's gonna come in right now.
Fire Magi just exploded there. Primal Beast jumped right into the middle of everybody here. A little bit awkwardly.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The Warlock lives.
The Weaver barely living here. Uh-oh. Okay, cancel the uh-oh. The uh-oh is fine. This silence is fake news. He's not actually silenced, I don't think. Uh-oh, in the pool. That's Aegis.
Aegis.
Oh god, don't tell me they're just all gonna die now. We're gonna have to wait for another Roche.
Alright, everybody get out. We cannot wait for another Roche.
Oh god. Slardar, oh man, that's dieback. If he goes
holy.
down, he's so low, but he's fine.
Wow.
He's living. Primal Beast ain't.
Amazing. This guy has
Weaver
cheese.
almost ain't.
Where's his cheese? I mean, he's dead regardless. but-
Doesn't want to eat it because he's got the Spirit Vessel up on him.
I mean,
doesn't
he
even
was
have it in
dead,
his
to be
inventory.
fair. They want to play against Nagus.
Oh, if only I could just make Dire's Ancient explode. Ags out on the Ember Spirit. Feel like it's rather late at this juncture, but it is there. Looking at the Ogre Magi in the jungle here. Just gonna evaporate.
They're doing a little throwing.
nuts. Warcorp thinks he's going uphill. He does not. He thinks he's going home. He's gonna get 2 slights and leave. I guess Slark is gonna be allegedly silenced forever. It's gonna be very difficult to actually tell as a result.
Does Weaver have an MKB?
No.
Wow, he's kind of falling behind, right?
He's
I feel like
only
he should
1k
have more
above, yeah.
items.
I feel like that doesn't matter quite so much when you're still just like two-shotting the Slark every time you see him, but yeah, definitely feels like
Sure.
like at this point I think you can just grab the Dragon Lance and just get MKB, yeah. Likely saving for buyback though.
A gift from the goddess.
I wonder if Weaver saw that. Well, his culture at least thought about it, if nothing else. We're really waiting for the next rush, huh?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Start looking at bot T3 there. Fark has his own MKB. The
Radiant's bottom
buyback
tower
status
is
here.
under attack.
Only a
I like
couple
it.
buybacks left at this point in the game.
They're going in without Aegis.
Radiant's
Let's see how
bottom
this
tower
pans
is
out.
under
Man.
attack.
Well, they're not going in without Aegis, don't worry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're, I mean,
Okay,
they're
they
in
are
without
going in
Aegis.
without Aegis after all. Wow.
Wow, Weaver just fucking burst. I would buy back on Weaver right now. Alright, I wouldn't. Wow.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wow. They're pushing mid. They have megas. They want
Weaver
to
and the
force
DP
buybacks.
still have buybacks, yep. There's DPs.
Death Prophet buys Zach. Still has the cheese from that one Aegis. Wow, he bursts it off. He ults.
4x multicast. Weaver buys back at the most absolutely unfortunate time, I feel like.
Yeah, once they were gone. Ooh.
The ghost. Oh no!
Wow! Oh my god.
That's so sad.
How do you
Okay,
not just...
well that didn't go anywhere. Goodbye, Carp. Does have buyback now though. At this point, if you kill somebody with buyback, you basically didn't even kill them.
Yeah.
And you know what this means, don't you?
Oh my god, he could have killed a Slardar. Holy. That would have been so huge. I mean, he would have buyback in 30. Does he have the money for it? Hmm.
Yes. It shows you. You can
The
see
starter?
here. You can see DP is both lagging the money and can't do it. So if he
Oh,
has, if he
yeah.
had the money, if he didn't have the money, it would show it.
Nice. Nice feature. I think that would have been a huge kill.
Yep, there's the Ember buy.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, he gets his
They-
DPs without them. Lucky.
We're having trouble. This time, Weaver's not going to try and tank the Disruptor ult.
No ults.
Yeah.
No Slard.
No ults on anybody. Every ult got used there in the entire game except for the Weaver ult, and I guess the...
DP ulted, but... What's this back? I guess they want Roche?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where they're heading.
This is one of these troll attack casters type games.
No, it makes it interesting.
Yeah, it
Way
makes it
better than
really
game one.
makes it really interesting looking at a team that feels like even if they actually close the net worth gap, still have no chance and are also megged.
I think if they kill the Weaver, he has no buyback. And they win, don't they?
That's true.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Ags to Weaver.
Useless Ags blessing because everybody in this team has Ags now.
They go sell it, I guess.
Second cheese!
Oh my god, and they stacked them. They have a cooldown.
Nice.
What's the cooldown again?
It is 40
40
seconds.
seconds. Not too terrible.
Second cheese. Oh god, this is one of these kinds of games. Magi looking at the shard. Somehow somehow enough tormentors have not gone down in this game.
Surprisingly, they don't have what's that item called?
Oh my
The one
god,
that
okay, never mind.
prevents you from dying.
Aeon Disc?
Aeon Disc.
Yeah, no Aeon Disc anywhere here, really.
And no
I don't think there's one in the entire game. Yep. No nullifiers, and Slark is pretty firmly 6-slotted at this point. Cannot really afford to get it. In the pool.
Doesn't get
About
BKB
to-
off.
Yeah, just,
Oh, he got swapped, but he doesn't.
yeah, he just got glimpsed right back into the
Okay.
mess.
It's okay.
Slardar
so far.
dead, he's got buyback. Weaver's dead.
Weaver, you have ult, sir.
Yep.
He's doing a little.
But
trolling.
Matt also died, and Matt
died.
also has no buyback, so Slark and Weaver are both dead, no buyback.
Ember is in trouble.
Ember
He's
is
silenced,
dead with
he's
no
dead.
buyback.
And that's
Slardar
three.
is dead with no buyback. And we're finally going home after an hour.
It's fine.
Oh,
Dire's ancient.
It was a good game. It was close.
as Manoy
Couple
would say,
mistakes
close
here and
one.
there.
1-1. This may be the only 1-1 this week. I guess I haven't seen how the last game goes yet.
Oh, it's a 1-1.
Yep.
All right. What went wrong for the Dire this game, or the Radiant? Yeah, Dire. Never mind.
Yeah, what went wrong for the Radiant is they were kind of struggling to actually take advantage of their advantage. I think you can show weakness in victory, and I do think this lineup did do that a little bit here. The kick slide build was just kind of a question mark. I feel like in the world where kick slide and Primal Beast are like talking to each other, we see Ashivas on the Death Prophet. We see, you know, some of these like later, like the SNK come up earlier on the Primal Beast, and I think we see everyone a lot happier. I mean, they won in the end, and that's great. But I feel like the coordination issues on Black King Barbecue almost dragged them down into the ether here. It got very close. But I think the real crux of the issue was that they just kind of never solved the problem on Mac and Cheese, that Slark can just kind of die in like a second flat, and there's just nothing they can do about it. In the last fight, Slark just creamed the Weaver, right? They just double killed him in like a moment, and Slark still died in like 2 seconds after that happened, right? Like, even with the Weaver gone, he just still got Thanos snapped out of existence, and they never had a solution. Ember Spirit tried his best, but in the fights where things were more organized and you didn't have a bunch of people just swimming in the Disruptor ult as kind of predicted, the problem is they just had so much lockdown, they had so much ability to actually do things about him. They had so much catch for him that it felt like he did not really get to escape as often as he wanted to. Felt like the Slardar didn't do anything at all. Felt like he wasn't here, which is unfortunate. There were a couple of fights where he had some awesome Ws. But like at that point, just play Enigma, you know what I mean? It's really kind of
Is
what it
this
felt like.
reminiscent of the first time he played Slaughter?
Oh no, this is a big improvement from the first time he played Slardar. He had a massively negative KDA in that game.
I say. Shout out to Carp. I guess he played kind of well, right?
Yeah, he played pretty well in spite of how bad this looked.
So who's your MVP? Also, like,
I
how
mean,
the
it's
fuck
gotta
does
be.
Weaver end the game with a Dragonlance?
It's got to be Primal. Primal is the MVP.
I agree. He owned.
Who's the LVP? Is US Danny?
Yes. Nope. You have to give a real LVP.
US
And I know who I'm
Danny.
giving it to.
Who are you giving it
I'm
to?
giving it to the Death Prophet. Like, what the fuck is this item build?
Damn, dude. Bully and Kickslide. He's gonna start shit with you after this.
That's okay.
Yeah, overall,
I'll
Black King
It's all for
Barbecue.
improvement.
Black King Barbecue needs to talk. I mean, unfortunately, these are at least. I know number one Frank Stan is not the most vocal person. Sculpture is not the most vocal person. JFK is pretty new to this game when he's actually here and he ain't here today, right? But the communication issues on BKB were shining right through. Not quite as bad as the Lone Wolf team, but not much better. Just needed some more experience with each other, needed better chemistry. And their pick game in game 1 was just completely whack. Game 2
I'm
was still
optimistic.
pretty whack.
I'm optimistic. I think they'll get better as the
Yeah,
season goes
that's
on.
that. Communication is a great issue to have because it's like an issue that you can solve in a very realistic manner. Even if you're the worst Dota player in the world, if you cannot do anything to save your
Which I
life,
am.
you can improve your communication. So,
Yeah.
there's that. I think Mac and Cheese made a very good showing, especially considering the massive MMR disparity in the game. Not that it matters much with Matt's sandbagged ass on this team, but
You think he's sandbagged?
yeah, probably. Maybe not. Maybe
Alright.
not on 1. I feel like on 1 he probably more closely
This
matches
is
his
MMR?
MMR, but his ass is sandbagged. I think they had a very
Alright.
good showing in both of these games. I think a better draft in game 2, and they and not even by that much. Like a better pause 1 pick in the game 2, and they win that basically, long and short of it. So very close.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
You've got 1 second to think of it before.
Oh, how many Slarks did you see? Like, what about the hero? Like, every Slark lost this series.
Yeah, that's true.
What about your other games? You don't know?
Not doing well in those either. Hero just does not feel good. I mean, in fairness, I think one of the guys who played him was Code Line, and that barely counts.
Oh,
If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg. No, it was not Code Line. They were playing it against Code Line, and that was one of the ones where they won. Go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season unless that guy on your team, Danny, really is a smurf. But it's never
yeah,
too
he
late to
is.
stand in. All
I'm
kinds
a Smurf
of
too. Get
all
me
kinds of queues happening all over the place. All kinds of fun. And we'll be coming at you tomorrow with the last game in this series. So look forward to that.
I will look forward to it.
Not this series, I mean this week.